I just cut a box of Italian kale because we're supposed to be getting some freezing weather. I'm not going to be able to get all of this kale, but I wanted to get some. It's interesting that this red kale is actually rotting because of all this rain we're getting, whereas the Italian kale seems to be doing pretty good. I've only been cutting the tops where there's no bug damage. Got this patch over here. Spinach over here is looking pretty toast. And that little bit of lettuce over there is not looking too good either, but the parsley is beautiful. When I had a bed in the community garden, the curly parsley would actually overwinter, although the Italian parsley didn't. And then my cilantro plant over here that I was hoping to get seeds from, it just ended up rotting. So Tyler and I just went out and looked to see if there's seaweed, and we can get probably a truckload tonight. And I think I'm just going to go ahead and put it on these beds because I didn't get a cover crop on them, and I don't want the soil to wash away. Yeah. And then I can hopefully start filling up those composting bins with seaweed. I'm going to go ahead and bring my little pack of mint here inside so it doesn't freeze. Can't see anything. There's too much sun. We got a completely blue sky day, and I'm giving my little pipe stem arms a rest. Back up at the house. Everything in the garden is frosty pumpkins or frozen. And I was able to get a whole truckload of seaweed piled into the composting bin, which is why my pipe stem arms are so sore. We had been getting a forecast for snow this week, but instead that got pushed out and we were getting these clear, cold days. So when we went out to get seaweed, I decided to go ahead and throw it into the composting bins rather than putting it out onto the soil like I had originally planned, because there wasn't a forecast for a long period of rain coming up, and so I wasn't quite as concerned about soil washing out of the garden. I mean, at least not for right now. The seaweed pile is sitting around 50 degrees Fahrenheit. Let's go check out the leaf pile. Well, almost 70 anyway. That's pretty cool. That's the leaf pile. And the seaweed pile. The thermometer stopped working out here in the greenhouse, but this is not frozen at all in here on the bed. Okay, so I've been wanting to taste test these apples. They're from Bob and Lee, who live down in Meyers Chuck, and got Williams Pride, Honeycrisp, Gravenstein, and Chehalis. And I think that I got all these labeled right, but anyway, let's try Williams Pride first. Try not to cut myself. Oh no, this one's got a little rot spot. I've had them sitting in the fridge for probably a month or something, so. Okay, Williams Pride. Wow, actually. Oh, that's not too bad. The reason I want to try these ones especially is because these grow here in my climate, so if I ever wanted to get an apple tree, which I'd love to have. Okay, we're going to try the Honeycrisp. Actually, that's not as flavorful. Okay, let's try the Gravenstein. Wow, actually, that's pretty good. I always thought Gravenstein was a little bit darker. I'm hoping I don't get these two mixed up. This is pretty good. Oh, let's try the Chehalis while I'm still chewing the apple. This is a little bit tart. The Chehalis is a little bit tart. I'm gonna have to edit out all this crunching sound, right? The Honeycrisp was really kind of bland tasting. Let's try this again. It's actually the crunchiest of all the apples is the Honeycrisp. But it's just not very flavorful. Let's try Williams Pride again. This apple actually has quite a bit of flavor. It's a little bit tart. Okay, well I hope I didn't get these messed up because I think actually this Gravenstein, it's a kind of a mild flavor, but it's got a good crunch. It's crunchy and it has a little bit of sweetness. Okay, so if I had to pick, man, that's a hard one. What about this Williams Pride? Let's try this again. It's maybe a little bit not as crunchy, but I think it's more flavorful than the Gravenstein. Kind of like the Gravenstein best. Yeah, I think Gravenstein might be the winner. So here's the deal, people. Here's a Fuji apple from Stemilt in Washington State, which I could just have shipped up here in a bunch of boxes.